Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. So, I didn't post anything the other day about Coliseum or anything, so I'm going to go over that first with you guys. Hopefully I remember, but right here, I made top 1000 on my main account. I think it was like either 700th and something place or 800 and something place. I totally forget now, but I did make top 1000, and for my free-to-play account, I made 7,700 or a little bit more than that, but I did make both benchmarks very nicely. Got myself Attack Boost 4 Max with XP Gauge 2, and I want to talk about that before we go into like anything else into this. We have an avatar board, which is mostly what this video is going to be about, but I did want to go over what I did with my Attack Boost 4 Maxes and Attack Boost 4 Max with XP Gauge 2. So, I have two loose right now. I have this one here, Attack Boost 4 Max with SP Gauge 2 and Attack Boost 4 Max. I do want a couple more for a lot of reasons. One, Attack Boost 4 Max went on my nominate. I finally guilted her. She doesn't have any good traits, but for like quests and everything else, she's a solid choice for Attack Boost 4 Max because she can beat any medal in the game. And if you have her guilted, she'll be a fully maxed out best skill for Attack Boost 4 Max of any medal you guys want. So it's a very good choice to put Attack Boost 4 Max on your copycat medals. And for my second Attack Boost 4 Max is probably going to go on my Key Art Beginnings because it's not going to be a rating medal. I'm waiting for Attack Boost 4 Max and Lux Plus to put on my other rating medal, but like Nominee is also good for choice for Attack Boost 4 Max and Lux Plus if you get like raid damage, but these two medals, Nominee and my Beginnings, is definitely going to Attack Boost 4 Max just because these two are my great Coliseum medals. They're very, very good for Coliseum. My other choice for Attack Boost 4 Max, which is why I'm going to talk about the update in a second, I'm going to put that on Axel EX because Axel EX, guys, is amazing. So once I guilt him, he's getting Attack Boost 4 Max. So that's 3 copies right there. Nominate, Beginnings, and Axel EX because I know those 3 medals are going to be very good for a long time. As for my Attack Boost 4 Max and SP Gauge 2, went on my Key Art 9, not because, well, mainly because Key Art 9 is like my best medal for Coliseum, but I really like putting SP Gauge on medals that cost 4 or more, 100%. 3 is the minimum I'll do, where I'll put like Attack Boost 3 with SP Gauge or SP Gauge 1 or Attack Boost 4, but because he costs 4, he definitely, in my opinion, should get an SP Gauge 2. Anything that costs 4 or more definitely needs an SP Gauge 2 to do different setups. It's not necessary. You can get away with like using Kyrie 2, but if you want to use a setup which doesn't have Kyrie 2 in it, and you have to fight multiple groups or you have to have multiple turns, having medals that have 4 SP, you really want to put that SP Gauge 2 on them with Attack Boost if they're a really strong medal. So that's a huge recommendation I give you guys. As for the other stuff, like I'm talking about, Key Art Bonds, if I do get it fully guilted and decide to use it for rating, I'm looking at Attack Boost 4 Max and Lux Plus when we finally get it. And same thing for Sky. You guys know my Sky. The reason I'm not putting Attack Boost 4 Max on that either is because I want Attack Boost 4 Max with the Lux Plus for farming wise for Lux farming. So that's why I chose my Beginnings, my Nominee, my Axel EX, and the Key Art 9 because I know those are my best medals and I want to have them do the most damage possible all the time. So that's my recommendations is go for your medals that have the best carrying potential to carry you on like every mission no matter what they're doing. Use Attack Boost 4 Max for those. So that's what I did with the 4 I have, the 2 normal ones and the one with SP Gauge 2. I definitely recommend that you guys put it on the best medals you guys have. If you have those copycat medals, you won't regret putting that max on there. But remember my advice for everything else. If you have a high score challenge medal, make sure that medal has Attack Boost 4 Max to get the best score possible. So either put it right away on the medal you know that is your main damage dealer. Best medals are AoE single hit medals. So they hit all enemies and they only do like 1 hit. Like Marluxia B, not Zaldin B, but Zaldin B is a good choice because it's single target. But you guys want to make sure it does 1 hit. And you guys want to put Attack Boost 4 Max on that. That's just to get you the best score in high score challenges. Is how I play the game this whole time. It might be a little different again. I haven't tested it out, but you can also use it on multi-target or multi-hit medals. Attack Boost 4 Max. It'll get you a good score no matter what. Your main MVP on a Keyblade for high score challenges has to have a max skill, or you're just not going to do in high score challenges. You're not going to do good. So make sure you save an Attack Boost 4 Max for when you finally do get a high High Score Challenge MVP medal, or if you already know what your MVP medal is, throw that Attack Boost 4 Max on there. Again, if it has more than 4 SP, 4 or more SP, even 3's pushing it, but 4 or more SP, it's got to be Attack Boost Max with SP gauge, because during High Score Challenge, during Coliseums, there's going to be a lot of setups where you can put in carry to get the best score possible or to beat the level. So you're not going to have SP restore, and reducing that SP on the medal is a huge, huge thing, especially for future Keyblades that we're going to get. They're going to only have like 10 SP on them. They're not the greatest, but they have huge multipliers, so just be ready for everything. That's what's going on with my account. There was something else I want to talk about. Yes, the whole farming thing, guys. The whole farming right now for these medals. Just farm as much as you can. Stock up like I've been stocking up. I know the hours. I've only been doing it during the bonus hours, and that's why I have so many. But if you guys didn't guilt it already, or you didn't fuse them together, don't, because wait for a guilty campaign, or wait when you actually have to use it. Now, remember in my last video I told you guys about the Hades Cup? Hades Cups will be coming, I believe, very soon, and if not soon, it'll be around the corner, so that means a month or two. But either way, you should be waiting for that guilting campaign, because there's a potential 24 Nova level here if you get all these medals at 100%. 100% Pent, 100% Olette, 100% Hainer, and then 100% for the HPO medal. If you max out each one, you got a total of 24 Nova. 5 Nova for each medal, and 1 Nova for each first guilt on those medals. So 24 Nova right there, guys. That's why I recommend saving it up for guilting campaign. Or if the guilty campaign doesn't come and the Hades Cups comes, then you guys most likely have to make an HPO medal for that. So if you have the inventory room, which I'm almost running out, just try to stock up on it and wait for a guilting campaign. It's just a little, I guess, tip there, so you guys don't get really bad guilt and miss out on a lot of Nova. But let's go into the update now, which everyone most likely is clicking on this video for. Let's talk about the update and this avatar board. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, Coliseum. I can't believe Coliseum doesn't have magic brooms yet, or Mickey brooms, or anything of the sort. I don't know what to say about that. I really, really hoped it would have been like 2 months ago, to tell you the truth. It's sad that we don't got it, but we did get a pretty sick haircut. I really like this haircut. One, it's like an average haircut around here. Everyone pretty much does it. It's very convenient. But for the game wise, that's going to be really good for helmets. Any avatar that you use that uses helmets, if you use like some wild hair with it, the hair usually comes out of the helmets. So this is actually a really good haircut to use if you just want your character to wear a helmet and nothing else sticking out of it. Solid haircut for that. As for the skill for Coliseum, Attack Boost 4 and Lux Plus, I am so surprised. I'm not surprised that it wasn't Attack Boost 4 Max Lux Plus, but I was disappointed because we did have the Attack Boost 4 Max, Attack Boost 4 Max SP Gauge 2, and now Attack Boost 4 and Lux Plus it just seemed kind of like a big drop. But people who do use this over their Attack Boost 3 and Lux Plus medals are still going to do better during Lux Hour. It's not 100% proc rate, but it's still going to give them more Lux than someone who's just using Attack Boost 3 and Lux Plus. Not as much as someone who's a Max 3 and Lux Plus, because that guy's consistent. But people who have Attack Boost 3 and Lux Plus, it's still a good skill. It's not bad. It's just that we expected to have Attack Boost 4 Max, but I can see how they want to release this first, because I believe this is the first Attack Boost 4 and Lux Plus, and then release the Max. Since we got Attack Boost 4 first, and then we got Attack Boost Max, that's why they're trying to follow the order. Because if they release Attack Boost 4 Max now with the Lux Plus, then when they release this skill, it's going to look very, very lackluster. So that's just a little thing about that. August Coliseum. Again, I really wish there was brooms in there, but I guess we still have to wait, which is sad. But we got this amazing, adorable avatar. Now, I didn't watch this movie. I believe it's a movie. It's called, it's somewhere here. I forget what it's called, but I didn't watch this movie, so I'm not familiar with the character, but the avatar itself is just fluffy and adorable. Just adorable. Look at that big ass bow around that neck. It's just adorable. What's really creepy about this though is the two eyes just staring at you. You got like big eyes in the bottom and little eyes in the bottom. It's just really, really weird to look at, but very, very, very adorable. But this board is amazing. Now, remember my last video talking about the skills to thrill, how let's throw skills to thrill to get their jewels, to get their money, and then release avatar boards that are so much better. Now, attack boost 4 max, skills to thrill, attack boost 4. And like I told you guys before, Coliseum releases a skill. Everyone fights for that skill. Top 10,000 gets a free copy. Everybody else has to buy a copy off the avatar boards. It's always Coliseum, fight for the skill. A month or two later, they'll release a skill in avatar boards. So if you guys don't make top 10,000 in Coliseum, do not worry about it. The game will make sure everyone's on a sort of a playing ground where it's kind of even. So if you didn't get a free skill, you can at least purchase it during avatar board for 2,500 along with other skills. Excuse me. So skills to thrill and Coliseum was just foreshadowing this avatar board. Attack boost 4 max, 2,500 jewels with all this good stuff. Really, really good. It's one of the hugest reasons I'm going to buy this avatar board. But if you look to the right of that is defense boost 4. And defense boost 4 it's good. It's really good. It's not that big of a difference from defense boost 3. Defense boost 3 I believe is 80% proc rate, where defense boost 4 is an 87 or 88, somewhere around there. So the difference is not huge. Even defense boost 2 is still viable, guys. Defense boost 2 is still a good skill. And then defense boost 3 is really good. And defense boost 4 is just a little bit better than really good. So very, very good skill as well. And the reason it's here. Now, a lot of you guys might be asking, why should I buy this right now if there's no events going on? I don't really need it for anything. Huge, again, topic on the Hades Cup. Hades Cup is coming. And you're going to need defense. You're going to need it, guys. The HPO medal. Make sure you guys are making a copy and have extra attack on it. I know it's near impossible because the bonus hours are just not there for people in certain places. I believe Europe and everything like that. You guys are having a hard time because of that, and it's really shitty. I'm sorry. But try your hardest to get an HPO medal at least. And if you can, try to get it with extra attack. But we're going to need that. We're most likely going to need a defense boost 4. It's not necessary because, again, defense boost 3 is good enough and defense boost 2 is also good enough. But why not get everything at once? Attack boost 4 max with the defense boost 4 and also attack boost 3 max with SP gauge 1. Now, attack boost 3 max SP gauge 1, it's kind of our new staple instead of them just releasing SP gauge 1 by itself. I don't know if you guys remember a couple months ago, they were pushing out a SP gauge 2, SP gauge 1 like it was candy. They were giving it to everybody in every situation. And then they started releasing attack boost 3 max with SP gauge 1. Whenever you guys see something in huge quantity in this game, then you know that they're pushing it out to release better stuff. And it's just how it is. It's always going to be like that. The game always has to advance to give you an interest to keep playing it. Like, it always puts in your mind, oh, I'm going to get stronger if I do this. But really, you're playing the same game, just the numbers change. So, nothing wrong with that, but just keep up to date and know when to spend and not to spend. But another thing is, since we did get defense boost 4, we should be seeing defense boost max 2. Sorry, defense boost 2 max very, very soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be before the Hades Cup or after the Hades Cup, but you guys might be thinking, well, defense boost 4 is better. If a defense boost 2 max comes out, why should I get it? Think about situations like the organization event we just had where enemies did multiple hits. And if your defense boost didn't proc every single time, you died. And defense boost 2, again, is very viable. So now defense boost 2 max means that if an enemy does 30 hits will trigger defense boost 2 and you have a huge chance of not dying. Which I'm pretty much getting at. You have a better chance of surviving that attack. When it comes to enemies that do one big hit, just one swing or two swings, you have a pretty good chance of defense boost 3 or 4 activating. But enemies that hit you for like 10 hits or anything in that area, defense boost 2 max is going to be very, very, very important. But again, foreshadowing, defense boost 4 is released. We're probably going to see a defense boost 2 max somewhere in the future. Close by anyways. But the rest of the avatar board, guys, attack boost 4 max, defense boost 4, attack boost 3 max, SP gauge, still a good skill. Especially if you don't have enough attack boost 4 maxes. But rare enemy perk on the tail, not bad. It's only +2, so it's not crazy good, but I'm not sure if there's anything else that goes with it. Does tail mix with like the genie balloon and stuff like that? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% up to date with avatar parts, but more avatar parts, the better. As for the gem, it's a power gem, and I couldn't be more happy for that power gem because I did upgrade my Fenrir to level 35 for that damage contest, and I have like 2 or 3 power gems left. So most likely, because I have 1 attack boost 4 max left and I need 2 more medals to have attack boost 4 max, I'm probably gonna buy both boards. And if you guys weren't aware of it yet, we do have more daily quest going on. Well, I guess it's not daily because it's thrown out to the entire week, but the Gauntlet Challenge, the next part's out, and that means I can grab myself excuse my voice a little bad, 1, 2, 300 or at least 200, so I can buy both boards. But before you guys do anything, look at the avatar board itself. There's a big number on top. It says 11 days, so there's 12 days because today counts as 1, and then there's 11 days after that. You have 12 days to make this decision. 12 days. Again, it's 100% of the time, avatar boards, I wouldn't say 100. 90% of the time, avatar boards are never a bad buy. Unless you really know that next month or in a couple weeks, these skills are going to be replaced into another avatar board. If you can predict that, then you're good. But 90% of the time, buying an avatar board is the best value for your jewels in this game. Skills, mirrors, gems, and a cute avatar. You can never go wrong with buying avatar boards. But remember, if your medals need upgrading, then you should be saving for poles. But if your medals are strong, now you need to upgrade their skills. So take that in consideration. Good medals needs good skills, and then upgrade your Keyblade. And avatar boards provide 2 of those things: gems and skills. Once you have decent medals, just put the right gems on your Keyblade. Not the right gems, sorry. Put the right skills on those medals and upgrade your Keyblade, and you guys will be passing a lot of the events, a lot of story mode, a lot of Coliseum, as long as you guys have good skills on them and a good Keyblade. Once you have decent medals, it could be just a tier 4 or a tier 3, but it has the right traits, or it's fully gilted. It doesn't have to have the right traits, just fully gilted medals, guys. You just need the proper skills and the proper Keyblade level, and you can get through a lot, and you can skip a bunch of polls just for buying avatar boards. So just look at what you need and what you have and decide what's good for your game. But 90% of the time, even more than that, you guys, avatar boards are not a bad buy, especially when they have attack boost 4 max, which is the newest skill and will be good for quite some time. So I believe that's everything I want to talk about. I'll be farming Olets today, I believe, and then there's gonna be ice cream, and then 2 days of random drops. So try to get that extra attack HPO, guys. Hades Cup is gonna need some good defense. Trust me on this. So get your defense ready. Get your defense boosters ready on the side. Don't attach them to anything yet. Don't drop anything on HPO yet. If you can reroll traits on HPO, save them, because you never know what kind of quests are going to come. If you can make extra copy of HPO and you have extra trait rolls on it, try to go for copies with like extra HP, or a copy with paralysis or sleep 20%, because there's going to be situations where you're going to need a defense medal and something that resists paralysis or sleep, or you need defense medal and have an extra 800 HP to actually survive anything. So keep your options open. Don't fuse all your medals together at once. Look at what you need now and save the rest for later. Always save, guys. Trust me, you never know what kind of situation you're going to run to. But I think that's everything, guys. That is everything I want to talk about. Avatar boards are amazing. Hades Cup should be around the corner, even if it's not. Preparing your defense medals for turtle mode on like future Organization 13 events is very important as well, guys, if they allow us to in multiple turns. But that's all I got for you. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.